All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it, and we're going to be jumping into this one pretty much right away as players are kind of getting lined up to go. Some players, cams are going to be messed up tonight, but, that's kind of what you get with Dipsy. A lot of players on their phone. But joining me for the first time, again, we replaced Simi as the brand new caster. It's going to be Blasky joining me here on the casting desk.
Oh, hello. I'm excited to be here.
As you should be. Hopefully it was a lot of fun. Hopefully you watched the last game. A lot of hecticness. I don't think anyone was expecting a 3-0, but what do you give me your takes on what that last game was for you?
I had full faith that Crip and his team were gonna really step it up. I was expecting maybe a 3-1, 3-2 with a really intense game 5. To see the 3-0, like you said on stream, a lot of backboard defense lacking on the other team. And they just need to get that backboard defense cleaned up a little bit before next week, and I think they'll bounce back.
I think you should tell them what Crip was telling you, a little insider information about how you thought the series was going to go.
So me and Crip yesterday, we were doing a watch party of the other games. We were kind of, and I found out Crip was actually kind of low-key scouting a little bit. And so I asked him, like, how confident are you? He said, oh, I'm definitely confident. Put all your Bison bucks on me. We're taking that series. So I didn't expect it to be a 3-0 sweep, but maybe he just came in with that confidence, and that was the difference maker.
I like it. I like it. So I'm gonna put you on the spot here and looking at these Division C standings. Tonight's match is going to be Instinct versus Only Cheezin. Two teams kind of on the lower half right now. Only Cheezin sitting at 2-2 and Instinct sitting at 1-3. But of those two teams, obviously no one is leading in any stats. But of those stats, what's sticking out to you?
So to me, the biggest difference maker here is going to be the goals per game. If you look at it, Two Doodles 2 has as many goals per game as all of Instinct combined, which is a little nutty to say. Yeah, he just has more goals combined. He's shooting at 43%. It is ridiculous. So I think Only Cheezin just needs to keep playing through Two Doodles. And just keep enabling him to continue that just war terror. Aquamaniac having a lot of saves as well, and I'd like to see Mushroom Man a little bit more involved on the Only Cheezin side.
I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head in the fact that the goals for Only Cheezin, double of what Instinct, right there. That alone leads me to think that Only Cheezin have zero chance. I'm looking at the rest of the stats. Assists, Only Cheezin, and they have more. Saves, Only Cheezin, they have more. Shots, Only Cheezin, they have more. Every single stat they are leading in, except for demos, they are lacking a little bit. But on paper, it should be going Only Cheezin's way.
Absolutely, and if Instinct wants a chance in this game, they're going to have to take advantage of that one stat that they have. Kind of wreak havoc on them. Try to neutralize Two Doodles this game and see if maybe
easier said than done, but...
That's true. Two top 3 people in Div A with demos. I think we know a little bit about how that goes.
Yeah, I'll pull up the stats of Instinct right here, which you guys can take a look at. And of these specific players, the number one thing I'm looking at is a struggle is the goals per game. Only one of them, Skull, getting over 0.5 goals per game. So across the board, he's kind of struggling on offense.
And I think that comes down to shooting percentage. I know firsthand my team is struggling with that as well. Sometimes it's hard to get in the back of the net. That backboard and that crossbar is kind of your worst enemy and sometimes your best teammate. And for Instinct, it seems to be playing against them a lot. So get that shot percentage up for this game.
Yeah, I'll throw up the other stats of the Only Cheezin. And again, one thing I'm looking at right off the bat is Mushroom Man 0.14 goals a game. Definitely probably the lowest in the league. But on the other side, Two Doodles, 1.43. So definitely, I think, more than making up for that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And what Mushroom Man lacks in goals, he's making up for assists in game. He's leading the team with that. Obviously not as much saves, but, he comes in where he needs to, and that's where he enables Two Doodles to make the plays that he needs to make. So if we can get him more involved on goals as well, I'd love to see that.
I'm gonna put you on the spot again and actually make you pick predictions on who you think is going to officially be taking this one.
So as much as I love an underdog story, it's just difference in goals and the shot percentage. It's hard to not go with Only Cheezin. I think I'm gonna go with Only Cheezin game 4.
Game 4, all right. I think for content wise, because the other one was pretty close, I'm gonna go only Cheezin in 5, but I do in fact have only Cheezin taking this one. I'm looking at the predictions right now, and it's pretty close. We got 61% in favor of only Cheezin. Instinct, I think a lot of people are waiting for the stats, as I am gonna drop some buys and bucks on only Cheezin right here. I will say that Skull is the highest rated person in this game, but obviously highest rated versus how you're actually doing, it's gonna be a little different. So I'm looking in chat too. You guys in chat, make sure to put your predictions, who you think is taking this one. I'm curious, as I'll throw the standings up for the rest of the division, but do you have any specific players on either team you're expecting to be standouts?
I'm excited. I think if Gabe gets some more demos in, that seems to be where he shines, and I think with that, Skull can score a lot more. And I think Aquamaniac's just going to be the guy that they have to demo if they want to score because of that high saves. So Aquamaniac defensively, I'm excited to watch, and I'm excited to see if Gabe can cancel that out.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'll swap back to the standings right here. I'm going to pull the stats one more time. And I am actually going to be looking here at Mushroom Man. Sitting at 0.14 goals, I think, especially for them to get a win, I think he's definitely going to have to be stepping up. I don't think they can rely too heavily on two doodles. I think Skull is going to do a good job of shutting that down. But again, it's tough to say. I'm looking, looking in chat so far, and we got a lot of Mushroom Man fans, it looks like. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this one actually goes, as we're finally getting all these players into this lobby. And this is again gonna be fight kind of the bottom two teams. Only Cheezin sitting at 2-2 right now, and Instinct looking to kind of boost their ratings, as they're kind of getting scary close to the bottom there. Obviously, they only got a couple more games, actually 3 more games before playoffs start. So kind of talk to me about how big of a deal these last 3 games of the series is to get you momentum going into playoffs.
Absolutely. Big difference maker. It doesn't matter how hot you start off. If you lose the last few weeks, it can really be a big deal on your mental game. And especially with these teams that are already starting at the bottom, if you continue to lose, it's really going to shred you and just tear you down. So maybe just getting 1 or 2 series in at least here towards the end is going to definitely be a big mental factor going into playoffs. So I could see either team here taking the dub. Depends on how they play. Both are desperately looking for a win here to kind of clear the game.
All right, I like it. Looks like we are finally getting all these players in. They're just taking a little bit while, but like I said, that's kind of what happens sometimes in Div C, working on some player stuff. I will say that Aquamaniacs, Aquamaniacs, yeah, he's got an interesting story, being one of our only players from University of Jamestown, playing in their game lab. I believe he's told me in the past that he sometimes has to ask their esports coordinator to stay late and keep the lab open just so he can play in this.
I feel that firsthand. You've met my coach. He likes to go home early, and so I totally get that. And working inside the lab just feels so different. It feels much better. So maybe it's just a competitive advantage that he's looking for today.
I like it. All right, looks like everyone is good to go. We will be getting into this match, and it looks like only Cheezin is going to be taking it very handedly in the Bison Bucks department, with submissions closing in just under 3 minutes. So make sure you guys are getting in your predictions. We're going to be waiting for this one match to start. Again, I got only Cheezin. I want to see Game 5. I want to see some content. So we will finally get some Div C games underway here. And I know the cams are rough right now. We had people join, people leave. I'll work on getting those too as we get into it. So go ahead and take it away, bud.
Two Doodles almost gets a double tap here, which would have been really nice to start off, really set the tone for the game. But Aquamaniac goes for the corner pass. Double commits, but a good clear off to the side from Team Instinct. And Aquamaniac kind of throws it back towards the middle, but not being any sort of pressure, so Two Doodles takes it up. And Murky sends it right back towards the net. A bit kind of some funky gameplay here. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of just being tossed up and neither team really knowing what to do. But what do you expect from game 1? It's always a little interesting to try to read each other. And Two Doodles almost with a goal, but Goomba with a very clutch save there.
I like to see it. I want to know right now, just to make it, just throw it out there. Who do you think is going to be scoring the first goal? My bet is going to be on Aquamaniac. I got faith in my boy.
Really want to see is I want to see if Mushroom Man. I want to see a Mushroom Man goal to open it up. I think that would be just really awesome, and I want to see the stat difference right out the gate. Be awesome. So I'm expecting a very good player here, Mushroom Man, to open up with the first goal.
As we see here, potential. Two Doodles not able to find the touch there. Again, they're so close, but just I want to see it. Get it going early. I want to see some of these guys get like a statement goal just to really give them some boost of confidence. Obviously, again, both moments today at 1-3 and 2-2, so neither one of them are topping the leaderboard, but this is a really good chance for Only Cheezin to stretch their lead, get back into a 3-2, get into that positive differential going again into the last half of the season.
Yeah, being in above 0.500 is a massive thing, and we see our first demo already coming out from Instinct, and that's exactly what we said they were going to need to bring out today if they wanted a chance to beat Only Cheezin. So I really like that. I want to see a little bit more offensive demoing, but if defensive demoing is the way that they got us, kind of turn the game around, turn the whole season around, then I guess Goomba kind of bouncing around, almost got a really good pass off, but good clear. Murky sends it right back towards the net, but Two Doodles with the clear across the middle, as I think that's supposed to be a pass. Mickey Trout throws it right back at the wall. Skull with another pass. No one's there. Mushroom Man whiff, another whiff. At the wall, but it gets blocked.
I was gonna say they're getting it going slowly but surely. I will say I'm still surprised 0-0 game again getting into this one. It's going to be interesting to see who can finally get that first goal. Again, I'm working on just getting the cam set up. But I will say that Garo Gumbo, we have not talked about his name really at all. And for anyone wondering, Gabe is Murky Trout, and he's going to finally be getting the first goal, breaking the deadlock here.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that to be the first goal, but absolutely. I mean, you can't count out Instinct right away. I should have taken an Instinct player as my first guess since you went Only Cheezin, but I really wanted this Mushroom Man goal, and I still want to. Honestly, 2 goals this series. That's what I'm hoping for from Mushroom Man.
2 goals? That's what you're going for? All right, I like it. I respect it.
Oh! Aquamaniac with a nice double tap off of the other player. Reads the block. Two Doodles with some really great bumps in net. Him up to get that.
I was gonna say, wasn't what I said Aquamaniac was gonna be getting the first goal, and technically it was the first goal scored by his team, so I get like half credit on that, right?
I mean, as a social studies ed major, I probably wouldn't give you that credit.
Wow. Okay. No.
Pat on the back.
It's. I'll take a pat on the back. I'll take it. But anyways, getting into the last half of this game, the last minute 30. We still got tie. It seems to be kind of a tie going this entire time through both of these teams, as we're going to see an early jump from Skull. He's rocking that Sonic's decal. And Murky Trout, we're seeing a lot of double commits. Again, you will see obviously more double commits in Div C than you did Div B, but still, you gotta appreciate that they are in fact going for a lot of things. We've seen some nutty double taps coming out of Div C, some nutty mechanics. So we'll see if we can get some clean rotations. Garo thinking about going for this one. He does jump, but not getting the best touch he's going for. Minute left. Are you thinking we hit OT, or do you think someone gets some late game heroics?
We see another goal from honestly, I'm thinking another goal from Instinct, probably with about like 20-25 seconds left. I think
that was the opportunity. Mushroom Man, he had it. If he made connection, it was open. As we see now 40 seconds left. Good backwall defense. That's one thing. Hey, Div B, hey, yeah, I'm calling you out, Sharkbait Gaming. Backwall defense right there. Yeah, maybe you got to look to Div C to work on that one, because that was perfectly done right there. So we're going to see 30 seconds left. Two Doodles going to be tossing this one center. So you see, again, another double commit coming from Score and Garo Gumbo, and not finding a touch. Potentially getting it mid. 20 seconds left. We are getting close to overtime. Skull looking for a touch here. Scar's going to be putting this one mid. Is anyone here to follow? But again, good backboard defense.
It's really nice to see. Honestly, not what I was expecting from this first game, as Team Instinct is really putting pressure on Cheezin to have to play some defense. And just like I said, not what I was expecting at all coming into this, with Only Cheezin stats looking so offensively. But yeah, working, I really sends the ball right over Mushroom Man, but it gets hard cleared. We got a 2-on-1 situation here. Back passes it to Two Doodles. Two Doodles passes it back, and it gets cleared back. Mushroom Man's back.
A lot of awkward touches as we're going to see 22 seconds into this overtime. Just Murky Trout. Oh, no one's actually going for this ball. It waited a little bit longer than expected. This is going to be a very hard touch. Murky's in net with 0 boost. Again, Murky is gay for anyone who says that. It's actually going to be an own goal. Two Doodles getting credit. But out of nowhere, somehow, who jumped for this? I think it was Aquamaniacs. It was Aquamaniacs jumping, and Skull getting nervous. Throwing a what a save in chat for himself, but not what we were expecting here in overtime game 1.
Not at all, and especially coming from Skull. Didn't expect that there, but it happens. Mistakes happen, and you hope that doesn't carry into the next couple games. Yeah. And Two Doodles getting some credit for that. Add that to his stat sheet. I mean, put the ball in front of the net, so I guess there's that. But
one thing I want to point out is Skull, again, obviously he did get an own goal, but being the lowest on his team. Again, he's supposed to be the highest rated on his team, as he was actually the first captain of Div C. So allegedly the highest rated in this entire lobby. So seeing him on the bottom of the scoreboard, not a great start for him.
Absolutely not. I think he's going to clean it up as the series goes on. Like we said, first game is always very happy. Game 2, as you like to say a lot, is the most important game of the series. And be a total momentum shift here. If Instinct really just clean it up, maybe they get a couple goals early. Scoring game kind of seemed like it could go any which way.
I mean, that's kind of what we're going for, to be honest. It's just it can go any which way. What I don't think will happen is that we're going to get a 0-0 deadlock for the first 3 minutes. I think teams are going to start to figure themselves out, get a little more confident. Some of these teams haven't played on stream for a while, and it can be nervous, but I think they're starting to play just a lot better, and they'll get into it more and more and more. So I'm thinking hopefully we can get some more passing plays, maybe get some more demos, maybe get some more just overall nutty mechanics from these guys.
Absolutely, and Instinct plays more as a team than only Cheezin, just in terms of incorporating all 3 players offensively. But as we've seen by the stat sheet, Cheezin averaging more assists just per goal, and that could be just based off of how many goals or per game, and that could be based off of how many goals they just score in total. But you also have to give them credit where credit is due. They are being able to make those team plays, so it can kind of get on that same track. I think they've already got the offensive pressure, and it'll be the nail in the coffin for Cheezin.
Yeah, I think you honestly did hit the nail on the head, that it will in fact be the nail in the coffin. But again, first minute goes by and we do in fact get goalless as Murky Trout, or Gabe again, he likes to be called again. It gets confusing when people have different Discord names, Epic Games, and in-game names. It's a nightmare for the casters. But Aquamaniacs is someone who has been a nightmare for this Insane squad. I mean, his defense so far and just the amount of passes he's getting mid that Two Doodles is trying to finish off over and over, he's doing an exceptional job so far. And Murky Trout, Gabe, we've seen he really likes his flicks and he really likes his ground game. We haven't seen him able to get it going so far in the series.
Absolutely, and I touched on that earlier on some players that I wanted to highlight was Aquamaniac and his defense and just ability to enable Two Doodles to be so high pressured on offenses. He gets very solid passes, as we see a read from Murky Trout. A nice aerial read across the top of the net. See it. Couple nice shots from Mushroom Man.
I was gonna say, I don't know if Gabe just heard us specifically say about the ground game, and then he's like, oh, I can score aerials too. I can score backboard reads. So we definitely like to see that. Coach will be proud for sure. Interesting, I will say for Aquamaniacs, I'm curious if his esports coordinator is actually behind him watching this play out, because I don't know about you, but that would be kind of nerve-wracking to have him like kind of beady-eyed over your shoulder watching you play.
Oh yeah, I've experienced that as well. It's a lot different. It it puts a whole lot of pressure, and depending on the coach, it could be like a great like motivator post game. Maybe you lose, and he's like, "Hey, you did awesome." Just
another.
This up.
Oh, unfortunately, I wasn't find the touch on that one. Unfortunately, not going to find the touch on that one is Murky Trot or Gabe. Again, we're going to see Garoguma now giving it a little bit of space, and Skull coming in early using all his boosts. Aquaman's actually looking for another touch on this one. Garo going to be throwing this one wide, but Two Doodles gonna actually end up going mid here. Aquamaniac's taking his sweet time on this one, rocking the mainframe, and I think it's a burnt sienna octane or an orange one. Kind of hard to tell in the lighting here. Something you don't see very often, but Mushroom Man, again, we haven't said his name too much, but again, he's doing a good job of just kind of being a nuisance, getting in the way and just disrupting this Instinct rotation.
say that Two Doodles with a really nice demo. Aquamaniac setting the ball up for himself. He scores it. You see it. And once again, Mushroom Man gets credit for 3 demos afterwards because of that goal explosion. But surprisingly, only Cheezin has been very bump and demo heavy this game, which you don't really see from them. What I told Instinct, or what I said Instinct's game plan should have been, and the fact that only Cheezin is incorporating that into their gameplay, makes me nervous for Instinct a little bit.
I mean, I would be a little nervous, yes, but I mean, obviously they lost game 1, but it was very, very close for the longest time. So I'm hoping they'll be able to kind of, you know, fix some things. But when you do give up goals like that, Two Doodles, he's just kind of vibing right now. You don't expect this. First of all, a touch from Ricky Trout going all the way. And the defensive instinct just slacking and just all the way down the field, and just a missed touch on the goal line as Garo not able to get a touch. Skull would have had it. So just unfortunate mistakes here, going to be tossing the lead over to only Cheezin.
The second own goal that we've seen that could have been stopped, and I think it's just a matter of comms here, which understandable. You know, it's a very stressful game. Both teams desperately want to win this as Two Doodles gets another goal. Well, he is racking them up this series.
Yeah, I will say Two Doodles, I mean, he came into this series, and I will say, I mean, he's obviously going to be the #1 shooter per game, or shooter for this game. And as far as stats go, at least, he's sitting at 1.43 goals a game right now, and he's just kind of showing it, to be honest. I think he's going to increase those stats here tonight.
Absolutely. And hopefully, honestly, if we could see some increase in instinct stats as well, just scoring a goal in a single game bumps any of their stats up, or any of their goals per game up. As we see almost another goal from Two Doodles, and Aquamaniac comes in with another goal.
That's such a good placement of power. Two Doodles, he probably should have had that one, but he's like, no, I just scored. I'm going to let Aqua go. You see Mushroom just trying to help out there and just trying to, you know, play with the rest of the team. But I will say that so far, Two Doodles playing exceptionally well this series.
Absolutely. And that one assist, surprisingly, kind of not, considering he is their main scorer, but his assist per game is a .29. So just seeing an assist from Two Doodles really gets you excited about what more pass he could do. As Mushroom Man goes for a shot, gets blocked by Skull. Nice save there.
Oh, it's a triple commit in the corner. Every single player from Instinct all front flipping into that boost. Who knows where the ball was going to go? Who knows who's going to get the boost? The goal is to get to that corner. And I will say the rotation's definitely really hurting Instinct, which is kind of surprising because you expect them, you know, a little bit closer in ring. You expect them to be maybe a little bit cleaner in rotation, as Two Doodles just going to keep adding to his tally.
Absolutely. And Mushroom Man with a nice pass and bump there. He tried to get another pass towards middle, but Two Doodles says, I don't even need it. Takes a shot right across. No one even up there to defend it. I don't think anyone thought he had the angle, but it is Two Doodles, and you can't ever count out one of his shots.
Honestly, again, I'm really, really impressed. I do want to see Mushroom Man get a goal at this point. I mean, obviously this game is pretty chalked, as we're going to see Aquamaniac just throwing this one on goal. Mushroom being a nuisance, but obviously only Cheezin is going to be taking game 2 here with a 5-1 victory. Going on match point, you know, I definitely said that I wanted to go game 5 for the content, but the way so far it's looking, I'm thinking 3-0.
It's definitely possible. I still think it's very, it's also possible to get my 3-1 prediction. I think Instinct takes one game here, and only Cheezin.
I don't even know if I can give him one. I will say that Two Doodles sitting at 750 points, which is more than the entire Instinct team combined. So definitely one thing to shout out there, as he's shooting 3 for 5 right now. And again, Skull, you haven't seen him get going so far. He's yet to find a goal in this series. He's their team captain, you know, the team leader. He hasn't been able to find his footing so far. And now that's huge props to only Cheezin and just shutting him down.
Absolutely. You'd like to see him clean up a little bit more. And you could just take a look at the shot counters. I mean, like you said, Two Doodles has more goals or more points than all of the other team combined, but he also has more shots than the team of Instinct. So you kind of need to see them get their offensive pressure that they had the first game that kept them like in it the entire time. So you can get that going again this game. I think a good chance at least taking a game out of the series.
As we are going to get into game 3, potentially our last game. I don't want to say that it will be, but again, I'm going to need to see some huge gameplay changes coming out of Instinct, or I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough, but we are going to take the ball here. Instinct kind of back off a little bit. And I think it's just an issue with Cons because I think they potentially could have won that and kept up some pressure, but I think just on game 3, down 2 games already, it's, being on stream, just a little nervous. And I think that only Cheezin scoring so many goals is just kind of a mental effect on them. It's a little tough out here.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to put it, being a little tough out here. I mean, again, this is very tough, obviously, facing a team that, I mean, someone like Two Doodles, who has done so exceptionally well of just being annoying. He and Aquamaniacs, they're such a good tandem duo so far. Mushroom Man looking to get a shot, going to be actually on target. This is odding a double commit, but it's something like that. This should not cause double commits out of Murky and Garaguma. You kind of expect him to be a little bit cleaner on rotation, so maybe just a lack of comms might be a little awkward for them, but I'm expecting they're going to step it up, but unfortunately not going to find the back of the net. And Skull now throwing this one on target, but still, they cannot get goals past this defense.
Like I said, Aquamaniac with just a wall this series so far. He allowing very many goals, and once again, what looked like an open net just blocked last second by Aquamaniac, and that's just exactly what I meant by if wants to score, they have to handle him, as Two Doodles gets a nice dribble goal. Sum up at a 1-0 lead almost at halftime here. Got a little bit left before that.
I did not think that was going to find the corner, if I'm being completely honest. I thought Murky did a pretty good job of finding it there, but still, Instinct, they're sitting down in the dumps right now, obviously on match point, and now they're down a goal. And again, it's just been Two Doodles just kind of having a field day with these guys as he's looking for a potential double tap, but we see good backboard defense. Now, Skull trying to find the touch there as Mushroom Man did commit on that one. Now, Aquamania is going to be tossing this one mid. Is anyone there as Gabe tosses this one nice and high, up and over everyone? Is it going to find the back of the net? It will not. Is anyone there to read it? Garo, you got your chance. Can he get the shot? It's blocked. Needed to go just a little bit faster to that ball, but now we see a counterattack with Aquamaniacs looking for the ground pitch, and it's just back and forth boomer ball from both teams.
It's once again, if this demo's up, I think they could really take a goal here. There are so many instances where it's played a little faster and as disruptive as only Cheezin so far this game. There are a lot of goal opportunities just being lost here. And we see a shot from Mushroom Man, almost goes in. Murky Trout with a nice save. That's Mushroom Man's second shot of the game. Really want to see one come through. As much as I want this to go into game 4, I give anything to see a Mushroom Man goal this game.
I mean, we all want to see a Mushroom Man goal. One of the coolest things that ever happened in these leagues is we had our first girl who ever joined. Her name was Handicapped Taco, and she was a bronze. And she ended up playing on a team of 2 GCs, and I was one of the GCs. So it was 2 GCs and a bronze. And we were waiting all season for her to finally get a goal, and it happened in like the last week of league play. And it was like the #1 highlight for everyone for her to finally get her first goal in the league. So it's always cool to see, you know, when someone can kind of finally prevail and, you know, get those goals against these higher level opponents.
As we see, Two Doodles just kind of taking his time again and getting it past a couple. He almost kind of a double commit, but Two Doodles dribbling again. It's just a lot of pressure from Two Doodles. It's almost like they're playing very, very scared. Mushroom Man with another shot on net. Two Doodles flies up for it, sends it at the backboard, but Skull, before it even gets there. And see, this is the kind of defense that we needed game 2. It's a little interesting that game 1 was so low scoring and game 2 was such a high scoring game, well, specifically for Cheezin. And once again, Instinct holding them to only 1 goal. If we could just see at least 1 goal, I think we could take this overtime and Instinct has a chance, but it's really their only opportunity here.
Oh, that was a chance! Aquamaniac's defense, dude, is MVP so far. This has been crazy, this game. How many times he can just always find his body between the ball and the goal just every single time. And it might be a 1-0 game is all that's needed for them to get over this to the 3-0 victory.
We see right here with Goomba getting another shot, or Gabe as he, once again, we have an issue with not knowing what to call him. Same thing. We see a shot kind of thrown at the backboard. Goomba just cleans it up. Ties. I said it's their only chance. They need to play as disruptive as possible and keep throwing shots at the goal. Something's got to stick. Something's got to go
he
in.
reads these? He reads these? Yes, he does. Two doodles saying, yeah, you guys got a goal. It doesn't matter. Let me just casually hit a double tap real quick.
Yeah, and you could tell Two Doodles was not very happy about letting up that last goal. Puts up his 5th shot of the game, once again matching Instinct's shots per game. He steps it up every time as Instinct wins this faceoff. They send it right back towards the net, a little slow. Skull tries to get up, but he can't get there in time. Goomba throws it right back towards the middle for Murky. Like Two Doodles going to take this. They're going to try to waste time here.
Oh, that's a good
This
clear,
might
though.
be it.
This might be awkward. Mushroom Man could be forcing this one to the corner. Aquamaniacs might be trying to own goal or something, just putting it actually in the mid. Is that one on target? Oh, this is actually really dangerous. 0 seconds left. Is it going on target? And Goro Goomba 0 seconds. Finding the back of the net. We've got overtime.
That was so good. You love to see a 0-second goal. As much as only Cheezin didn't want to see it, it looked like it rolled on the ground. Cut it as close as possible, and we see a overtime with 0 seconds left.
I am so surprised. I thought for sure that had hit the ground. I don't know how it stayed up, but either way, we have overtime, and we have a chance for Instinct to finally take their first game of the series. Again, they are on match point, so if only Cheezin get this next goal, it is a 3-0 down and out. So Instinct needing this goal to stay alive in the series.
Absolutely, and if they can keep Murky Trout, I don't know if you've taken a look at the scoreboard at all. Trout with 6 saves this game, which is absolutely nuts. He's single-handedly the reason they're still in it, with another one added as he stops Two Doodles, which has looked like it's been really difficult to do this entire series. And in overtime, ice in his veins, and Aquamaniac gets a demo on the goalie.
Aquamaniac has been a nuisance. His defense has been really, really good. They might get called on him one more time. This is actually awkward and murky. This actually might bounce out to the wall. Can he get a good shot? The bounce is not great for him, though. Someone else probably going to be coming in as we see Skull going to be turning this one early. Trying to get a flick going. He gets it past one. Does that find the back of the net? It does not. Goal line saves again. Aquamaniac called it action.
Yeah, it's a good close game here in Game 3, and really just kind of trying to pull out all the stops just to ensure that this series isn't over. As it gets flipped over, not sure to put any sort of pressure just yet. I lied. As it gets challenged. But yeah, I would love to see a Game 4 here. The content at least. It's sent right above net. Aquamaniac has the ball though. Hard clears it. Murky Trout. Aquamaniac with another demo. Already 3 demos for Aqua in overtime, which is a little weird because he has not been super heavy this whole series. It's kind of been Mushroom Man and Doodles.
Oh, this is going to bounce mid, though. This is dangerous position. Skull going to be beaten out by Mushroom Man. Girl going to be jumping for this one. Does get a good touch. Just the edge of that Nimbus finding a touch there. Cool to see someone using not the Fennec or the Octane, which is, of course, used, or the Dominus for that matter, used by 99% of the player base. I want to see if that Nimbus can get him to victory, as we're going to see Murky Trout getting demoed again. Garo's got a free clears. He does throw this one actually just to Mushroom Man. It's going to stop the clears. We are 2.5 minutes in overtime, and so far this stalemate stands.
Yeah, it's a really close game, and it really comes down to not necessarily just 2 really good offenses or 2 really good defenses, more so really good offense, and Instinct dropping 12 saves so far this game as they get another shot on net. Two Duels with the save.
This has been the best opportunity for Instinct. I mean, honestly, their pressure the last 30 seconds has been phenomenal. So we're seeing bumps and was actually getting it past everyone. Two Doodles, you're seeing he's waiting for those touches. He's just trying to play defense, play goalie, pop it up and go for an air dribble, go for a double tap. He knows in the air that's where he can shine.
Absolutely, as we see kind of a double commit on defense here, but it's totally okay. Mushroom Man stealing the boost, leaves Murky Trout in an awkward position. He kind of has to just lightly tap that away. Awkward position for blue team.
Awkward position for only Cheezin, as we're going to see a potential shot on target. Can Skull get back? He does. And we play on 3.5 minutes now. Aquamaniac's throwing off the backboard. As Murky going to be going for this one. Actually dodging a demo, but he does get a touch on Goomba. As Mushroom doesn't find the back of the net, but Skull again on the goal line. 3.5 minutes gone. Who is going to finally find the back of the net?
This is very intense. It's literally just an immovable object meeting an unstoppable force here, with Instincts just saving everything. and see a ball just gently rolling in front of the net, but no one there to take advantage.
This one's going to bounce mid dangerously. Is anyone going to find a touch? If the camera wants to change, please. Because we're just kind of stuck there. Skull. I think Skull disconnected, potentially. This is not good. Hello? Skull legged out. This is not good. Is Skull still here?
I'm not 100% sure.
Someone talk to me. Skull has left the party. This is not good at all.
I'll lie to you. I'm not sure what the protocol is for this.
So, because it's an overtime, there's not... Oh, okay, let me see if I can quickly snag. Skull, please, buddy. Invite him. Hopefully he can get in as soon as possible. Left the party. Yeah, we might be struggling. Tell him to stop. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna say, all right, we're gonna tell him to stop and leave. We're gonna get this sorted out real quick because we want it to actually be equivalent. We're gonna sort this out real quick. So, yeah, we're gonna swap. Pretty much, we're just gonna reset the game, get everyone in here, and we're just gonna go first person to score. So. Because I don't know what's the best way to do this. So let's just make sure we can get people in here. So we've got Gabe is left, which is not good. We've got Skull is obviously legged out. So we're working on, you know, just getting everyone in here. But we'll get stuff figured out real quick. Just make sure again I can invite people and hopefully get them to join. Yeah, I'm just gonna message them.
It makes me wonder what's going to happen with the ball chasers stats. We're just going to have to throw that away, or
I'm not going to worry about that right now. All right, yeah. Well, we're just going to see. First of all, we're going to see if we can actually get people in here.
A lot of save.
Yeah, lots of goal, lots of saves. Okay, apologize for the delays, guys. Obviously, we had a player leg out, and I don't want to have them lose a overtime on match point when a player legs out. So I don't know where the heck they are. And no, I'm literally asking where these players are, and no one on either team is telling me right now. So this is fun. This is unfortunate. So I am curious though, because now we can just, of course, speculate. Who do you think was gonna take that overtime? Because I will argue to the death of me that only Cheezin was going to lose that one. Instinct was taking it. My boy, you are lagging. I cannot hear a word you are saying. He's rocking about a half a frame. Okay, is the internet just dying? Is it just me? Like, yeah, you're rocking about 1 frame a second right now, so... If
I think Instinct had that game. It seemed like they really kind of figured out how to lagging.
Yeah, you're still lagging. All right, looks like they're getting back into this one, so hopefully we'll be able to invite him soon. Let's get Skull in here. Let's see if we can get Murky joining soon. We're still literally missing a player. Like, yeah, so I think unfortunately the NDC Wi-Fi went out. So we're just trying to get stuff figured out. So yeah, so as soon as Murky, so it looks like Skull and Murky, unfortunately rocking NDSU Wi-Fi have died, but apparently it's not just NDSU because you yourself are still rocking, a frame a second. I don't even know if I could throw it to you because I don't even know if you're here. So it's great. It's a struggle, but as we are going to be getting this one, honestly, I really just want to say, obviously we're just going to be like, hey, oh, you got it. I don't know who the hell just said that, but all right. Well, this is very scuffed, so I apologize, you guys. We're trying to make something work here as we are waiting, and now Skull is gone again. So I think NDSU Wi-Fi has died, and it looks like Blasky's Wi-Fi has died. This is fun. So we are trying to make it work, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the I can't do anything else. Like, people got me, even with Ethernet cores, I don't know what's gonna make a difference. So I apologize, you guys, for the delay. But honestly, I will just say I'm pretty impressed though of, you know, Murky Trout, specifically in that overtime. He's doing a really good job. There's a lot of pressure coming at him. Skull finally stepping up. Murky Trout finally stepping up. Do I have you back, Blast? Potentially, maybe. Doesn't look like it. All right.
100% sure.
I can hear you, but I can't.
Exciting.
This is great. The Wi-Fi just died. Yeah, NDSU Wi-Fi is completely just gone.
It's scuff stream.
Yeah, it's completely gone. So this is fun. According to Greek, Wi-Fi just completely died. And I know Skull's on Wi-Fi, and I know Murky's on Wi-Fi. So not really sure what to do right now, to be honest. We'll see if we can get these players actually back in here. See if I can get anything. But we are going to go to a quick intermission. I apologize about this. Like I said, we're just going to try to figure some things out. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too long, but, you know, be patient with you guys. And hopefully, once we get back, we'll have a match ready for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we are allegedly back. So basically, we got Skull dropped out NDC Wi-Fi bad, and he was able to reconnect with internet. And then we have Gabe, who is currently trying to connect with his phone hotspot. And it looks like he's getting it to working. I've been told by teammates that he's potentially going to be good to go. So we're just waiting for him to load in. Again, I apologize for the delay. We are trying to get this to work. We is the last piece of the puzzle. I argued to flip a coin. I also argued I'll sub in. Neither one of those were viable, apparently. So kind of just stuck in limbo right now, which is fun. Are you dead again?
It's definitely interesting. Dead? No, I'm not dead.
All right, boys, we're good. Let's go. All right, we got it. We have our game. We're actually good. We're good. I'm joining right away. No, nothing else. Just joining into this game. Full send as fast as we can. I'm not even worried about cameras right now. Nope. I don't care. People have gone. Don't care. We're getting into it. We have a match. And first to score. If only Cheezin take this first goal, it is game over. I am pumped.
So
I'm excited.
Instinct up against a wall here. Hopefully, maybe they open up with a kickoff goal here. Maniac gets a gentle clear, but Goomba's there to stop it. It really comes down to this, and you gotta ask yourself, because the question is there: if Instinct do manage to stay in this series,
it's so close.
Which is
Anyone?
If they stay in this series, will the internet be able to stay up?
I'm not going to think about it, okay, right now. Doesn't matter. Right now, Instinct have to score. Again, this is considered overtime right now, ladies and gentlemen. So whoever scores first takes the game. Instinct need to take this to stay alive. As Skull looking for something. If only Cheezin score this game, the series is completely done.
Exactly. It's a very intense one here. And I don't see it too often where flags out in overtime for match points. So there's a lot on the line here. Good clear from Skull in a demo.
So unfortunate that all these lag outs have happened. But again, we apologize. We're trying to play through this, and I'm so excited. So now, I mean, can we just... Okay, the actual most big brain thing I would ever see is if we actually make it to a real overtime. If no one scores in these first 5 seconds... That would be so big brain. But, oh, this is a really dangerous position. Actually, that's a miss. It's wide open. Aquamaniacs, can he get the touch? And he gets saved. Murky Trout, I don't know how he was able to get back to that. I thought that was done. GG.
I thought that was it as well. I think it was just the nerves made him take it a little slow and gave him some time to get back. Right across the middle. No one
wants to touch this ball.
It's a hard clear here.
Doodle's popping it high. Is anyone there to follow? That's a good touch. Mushroom Man popping up very high. Is anyone there to follow? Murky Trout gonna be coming off the backboard. He actually gets bumped. Doodle's gonna be going first this one, but Garguma, it's around everyone. Skull gonna be going early to this one. Actually, it's a 1v1 opportunity. Mushroom Man does get back. It's not a great pop from Doodles, but actually a triple commit And now if they get the demo, the net is wide open. They are searching Aquamaniacs, trying to get something going. Skull, it is a 1v1. Two doodles around one. Is that gonna find it? It is not. It's gonna bounce up. We were halfway through sort of overtime, but not overtime. Is now Murky Trout again left alone. If this finds the back of the net, it is done. But Murky again, insane reads. And Mushroom Man unfortunately gotta get the miss, as we are now technically like 4 minutes into overtime.
It's a very intense one, and we saw the same thing happen. I think was it game one that we went into a very, very long overtime. Essentially got another one here as the ball is basically open net.
Garo wins it!
And instant goal game 4.
We are going game 4.
More back support when they come back swinging. You
believe
love to see it.
Okay, so oh, that is phenomenal. Okay, so yeah, so we have to now back out and go back in because that was technically overtime. So now we're in game 4. No, Gabe. No, Gabe, please. Gabe, no.
Can Gabe get like 2 minutes to try and get off hotspot? Why they won?
What was right? You what? Maybe he was sitting with like 80, 90 ping. I've tried with the phone hotspot. It wasn't pretty. We will give him a second.
Maybe it was the,
in the nicest way. Why couldn't have only Cheezin just taken that? Because this is so scuffed. But we're trying. We are trying, dude. We will get through this. I am determined now. I am seeing Mushroom Man has like 2% battery left on whatever he's using as camera. So that's going to die in a second. Gabe is surviving barely. I don't know if he's going to get back. So again, I appreciate everyone who is sticking around because we're trying to make this work here. I don't know what else to do at this point.
It's a lot of fun.
But all right, let's just see if we got anything else. Update on Gabe? Question mark. Okay, Gabe's gonna go back to the hotspot apparently. So now we gotta wait for Gabe to get back to the hotspot, then we can get back in game. So we get there, but at least we know the hotspot works. So that's something.
Yeah, and using the hotspot, that's how they got their first win. Maybe it's gonna be the thing that brings them all the way to the reverse sweep. Love to see a hotspot reverse sweep coming from Instinct. That'd be hilarious, I think.
Simi? Shut up. All right, we're just gonna run it, and we're gonna go with it. I'm just gonna say we're good because it is what it is at this point, and I don't know what else to do. So let's hop in game, let's spectate, and let's see what happens. I keep losing player cams. I'm gonna assume Mushroom Man's gonna leave me in about a minute, so we're just gonna pray to the Rocket League gods that we can get through this game.
And you know, now that it's 2-1, I'm hoping only Cheezin take this game so that my prediction is exactly right, because I don't think a lot of people were predicting a 3-1 win for only Cheezin. I think a lot of them were saying a sweep or a.
I had 3-2.
So.
I had 3-2 for the content. So let's just check real quick. So Garo is sitting. It says 76 ping, but I have used the phone hotspot. I know it really is bad. So props to him for trying to play through this. Is Skull actually going to be almost finding the back of the net? I thought for sure that was going to be it, but now we are going to see Garo Goomba, Murky Trout, and Skull. They need 2 more games for this Instinct team to survive. And again, only Cheezin on match point right now. This is a normal game. No more overtime BS, whatever the heck we went through last game. Normal game, seeing if they can complete the reverse sweep.
And you don't see a lot of reverse sweeps, especially in this division. So I think it would be really, really crazy to see. I think that'd be a massive upset, especially with the predictions that were going on. It was pretty heavily going towards only Cheezin, and a lot of you probably thought it was set in stone after game 2, but came back swinging. And right now, the fact that only
that's
Cheezin
in.
once again
That's
hasn't
in right
scored
there.
tells
Boom,
me-
that's in. Yep.
Oh,
Easy. Yeah, the second Gabe hit
go.
this, and I looked back and saw that Mushroom Man was the last back, he was pushed a little bit too far forward. That was going to be an extremely difficult position for him. So they have a lead early. Instinct, I don't know what it is. Maybe, you know, we're using that disconnect as just a super long extended timeout, because so far they've looked pretty solid.
It was just an excuse to go get some water, kind of take a lap around campus, get things figured out before next game, and they came back refreshed and ready to take a lead, which honestly has got to be really nice for them, considering they haven't really gotten time to take a breather, and having that 1 goal deficit.
What do you mean time to take a
them.
breather? Dude, we had like a 20-minute break.
Hey. Well, clearly they had to have been doing something.
Oh, Skull? Oh, no! Oh, Skull, that was such a good opportunity. He's still going. It's Murky now coming in. You're seeing a lot of double commits from Murky and Skull, but now Garo coming in, throwing it off the back. Well, is anyone there? Aquamaniac actually leaving it. Two Doodles leaving it for Mushroom Man, coming in with 0 boost, just tapping it just to throw it downfield. And 1 goal so far, the lead. Instinct, that might be an own goal, actually. And it is. Gabe, not the net he wanted. It was a good angle, I'll give him that, but Two Doodles bandwidth equals 0 right now. Yeah, Gabe, I know you're struggling. Props to you for surviving this one. But King is 84. I know it's rough, but at this point, it is what it is.
That's the 3rd goal. Our 3rd own goal, and we see a goal from Skull.
How does this go in?
As I'm saying, I'm not exactly 100% sure.
He completely whiffs the touch. I think Mushroom Man was expecting a better... I think we were all expecting a better hit, but Skull goes for the changeup, goes for the little floater, and apparently it works, and they're back in the lead, and again, almost a kickoff goal. Skull almost finding it there. We'll see who goes early on this one. Garo and Murky again. Now a slight disadvantage. That Gabe is going to be lagging a bit. But again, they're in the lead, and they need to win this game to force a game 5, and then potential chance again to get the reverse sweep.
I could be remembering this wrong, but I don't know if Instinct has really ever held a lead in this series other than the overtime win that they've had. It's definitely an interesting dynamic that I don't know if... Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I don't think they've really had this advantage.
Oh, that might find the back of the net, and it does! Skull lofting it on target, and we're kind of seeing the defense. Aquamaniac's not able to find it. Mushroom Man jumping, and the stalwart defense through games 1 and 2 falling apart a bit here for only Cheezin.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it was just the momentum stop from the break, and they were in the groove. And after the break, they kind of just lost it, and so it's kind of just a matter of will they get back into it, and will they be able to enable the combo of Aqua and Two Doodles again was the 1-2 combo that kept them just winning.
Oh, Murky's there. Can he find it? Mushroom Man with a really good goal line save there. We got 1:40 left. And again, now we're actually surprisingly saying desperation now for only Cheezin. They got to find an early goal. Again, being down by 2. You do not want to go into a game 5 potential reverse sweep territory. And it's honestly surprising because Two Doodles looked unstoppable in games 1 and 2. And so far in games 3 and 4, especially game 4, he's kind of been quiet.
Yeah, and it just has to do with how things are going on. Wow, there's so many team bumps going on here. But yeah, in games like 1 and 2, you saw Two Doodles dropping 5 to 7 shots a game, and now only Cheezin as a team has 3, which is very uncharacteristic for them.
Yeah, that is true. Shavin made a really good point in chat that Instinct has all 4 goals because the only goal that the only Cheezin scored was in fact an own goal. So they have more or less been shut out so far in game 4.
Pretty much. It's I'm not sure exactly what happened to the pressure that they had, because here, as I say that, we almost see a nice backboard read from Aqua. But once again, 30 seconds left to score 2 goals while it's not over. It's looking kind of grim.
Oh, that's not a good jump from Skull, but again, double commits galore happening with 15 seconds left. Someone needs to find the back of the net on only Cheezin, or we are going to a game 5. And with this absolute cluster, unless Mushroom Man can find the back of the net, which looks like he will not, we are going somehow to a game 5 after all of that break and all of that nonsense and BS. We have reached our pinnacle game 5. And as soon as this ball scores. Aquamaniac gets one for the road, but game 5 coming up. Chat, I would love to know, who do you guys think is taking this game 5? Because this series is completely scuffed by now.
Interesting, because game 1 and 2, well, I specifically game 2, only Cheezin just kind of bullied their way to a win and just sent a message. I
Look at the stats.
Didn't really seem to have an impact.
Dude, where are these shots from only Cheezin? They used to be dominating, and they just can't find it now. Skull, Murky Trot, and Garguma with the biggest big brain icing of all time. Potentially, yeah, Murky's sitting at, oh, we saw a 280 spike there. Come on, Murky. Come on, let that ping hold.
Yeah, it's interesting to see.
Whoever bet for Instinct, the 3 people, I'm looking at you, Shavin and Cripplify. You guys potentially are about to make bank on this. Potentially. Keyword potentially. But game 5 coming our way. Crip and I have the outplays, he says. Yeah, I mean, you guys might be big brain on this one. We'll see if Skull Murky can get this thing going again. Obviously, we got some ping troubles, but it doesn't matter anymore. We've made it to game 5. Clearly, they can show that they can win even if Gabe is struggling. As Garguma's going to find the back of the net, and starting out strong is Instinct, trying to force an just an unbelievable reverse sweep.
Crazy, especially to the 3 people that bet on Instinct. I don't know who leaked the script for the series, but clearly they must have got a hold of it, because no one else could have expected Instinct to not only have a chance to win, but to potentially reverse sweep this entire series.
Oh, Aquamaniacs with the shot, but Skull coming in. Dude, I don't know what is going on with this team, but I don't even know who to root for at this point. Like, my predictions, I'm chalking, I'm throwing out the window. I did predict only Cheezin in 5, but with the storyline, as we're going to see 2 doodles tying it up, storyline, I really don't know where to go now.
Yeah, it's a rough one, because, yeah, with predictions, we both took only Cheezin going, and then we also...
Well, I mean, you saw games 1 and 2. Like, you saw what we all saw. It was not close. They were on a different level. Utter domination games 1 and 2. And then going game 3 into OT, Instinct, started to pick it up, and then like, hey, yo, big brain move, guys. Let's just ice them for 20 minutes. And then they've been all pressure for Instinct. But as game 5 goes, first minute in, we are tied up, and really, I haven't yet to see a team find an edge in game 5.
This is just, it's really intense. Oh, as we see a potential own goal.
Murky with
series, not that we're keeping track.
Oh my god, that's Mushroom Man with one of the biggest sprain own goals. It's always the own goals are the redirects. That is in fact a crossbar. Own goal, bar down. And if you're Instinct, that's just a feel good. Like, you gotta laugh, you gotta smile. That boosts morale just because it's such a dumb, silly goal.
Instinct's already experienced 3 own goals himself, so it's got to be nice game 5 to have it go the other way for once. And not only that, but it breaks the tie that they had. There's still 3.5 minutes left, but as Instincts has really cleaned it up defensively and offensively. But we are seeing some bumps now, and Murky Trout still gets the clear. 2 doodles low on boost, kind of put in an awkward spot. They're going for bumps on him. Right towards the middle. Oh, that was another close one. This is a very intense game.
He's got no boost.
Not how we expected.
Not how we expected. That's actually going to go right to Gabe, but Murky not able to find a good touch. The back post was in fact open, but we're seeing the lead stay so far. That's an awkward touch for Garo. This is going to be difficult for score. Actually going for a pinch. I think I would have much rather liked him just take his time on that one, but now 2 doodles. He's taking his time here. Not sure how he wants to handle this one. We're seeing a lot more confusion on the backboard and just kind of the back line coming out of only Cheezin. I think, honestly, nerves getting them as Murky again. Stalwart defense. Murky MVP on Instinct this series.
It's a lot of defense, and I'm not exactly sure where this came from. Like I said, I said it earlier, after game 2, and I said Instinct might be able to take a game if only Cheezin lets off the gas a little bit. And it really looks like they're not only letting off the gas, they just kind of got out of the car and walked away. As Instinct is just eat them over and over again with the bumps. Murky Trout gets a shot off, and you just love to see it.
It's slowly and slowly slipping away from only Cheezin. It looks like we got a little bit of a watch party in the chats, guys. Shout out to you guys staying up for this one. Appreciate everyone who has tuned in. It has been one hell of a ride and one hell of a journey for only Cheezin and Instinct. And again, Instinct, this is where you panic as Skull trying to find another one to absolutely ice this game. And it is absolute chaos. Only Cheezin, again, they did so good in games 1 and 2, but now game 5, when it all is on the line through all the hardship that Instinct has managed, they are now in the driver's seat here.
We're just seeing so much pressure coming from Instinct, and they cleaned it up and kind of just paid attention. Make sure were like between games 2 and 3, as we see Aquamaniac get another goal, kind of bring that deficit down a little bit, bringing it to a 1-goal deficit, leading to with a nice flick over. Oh, this is.
I didn't know if that was going to have enough pace, but he did a really good job following that one up. I'm looking, and yeah, Andy looks like he's might be the other one that might potentially be cashing in a lot of Bison bucks. But again, they are not down and out yet. Mushroom Man, Aquamaniacs, and 2 Doodles has gotten a minute 32, which is plenty. Aquamaniacs with a flick. He actually gets 2 to bite on this one. But Skull not going to get fallen for that one. It's actually, this one might be going in. Can Aqua turn on this one? Can he find the net? He gets the shot. It's off the post. That one potentially going. 2 Doodles throwing it in. But Mushroom Man not getting a good touch on that one. Aquamaniacs now. This is going to be a difficult spot as Skull. Actually, Aquamaniacs might be tossed back into that one. Potential own goals happen again. 2 Doodles, he's looking for something nasty off the sidewall. Can he find the touch? He can, and 2 Doodles showing the mechanics, trying to finish off the series here.
It's just such a good series. Game 5, we tied up 3-3 with basically a minute left. Have to be just absolutely killing them right now, because it is a very, very close game.
Yeah, Mushroom Man's cam has died officially, so we're down to 3, folks. It's a struggle, but we will play on. Can we please get game 5 overtime? It only seems just at this point. Aquamaniac says no. He wants to finish it here. The second I say, can we get an overtime? Shutting me down. Mushroom Man with the fake of all fakes and just barely grazing it over Garagoomba.
It's a little scary considering Instinct has let up 3 consecutive goals with no answer.
Is that a fake? Wait, what?
Oh!
Hello?
Had to have been a miscommunication or something there. Maybe it was a miss?
Oh, Mushroom Man not able to find it, and 2 Doodles didn't quite cheat. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Instinct back in this game.
It's just really a game, which is very weird to say after games 1 and 2. I know we keep saying it, but it's just crazy as we get the ball.
Oh, what a shot! And 2 Doodles. What a finish off the top corner. I didn't think this angle was even possible. Out of nowhere, thought he slotted that one and it bounces perfectly back to him. I can't believe what is happening in front of our eyes.
It's wild. This is such a good game. They got 40 seconds to tie it up. Instinct running out of time here. Oh, as they throw it at the net.
Murky Trout now finishing off back and forth. We cannot go more than 5 seconds without scoring. Absolutely dusting 2 Doodles finding the back of the net. What is happening right now? This last minute is insanity.
We've seen 4 goals in 34 seconds. Lots of lead changes going on here. Getting super intense as we see the ball thrown across the middle. Lots of bumps. Seconds remaining.
Oh, no, wait, that goes in! Bumps. 2 Doodles, Garagoomba, Murky Trout getting bumped. Like you said, team bumps. This should not have been a goal, but somehow 2 Doodles, 25 miles an hour. It doesn't matter. Wait 10 more seconds, right? That's just how the series is going. But with 21 seconds left in game 5, it has to happen now for Instinct.
Like I said, they're running out of time, but last time I said that they scored, so let's see if they could do it again. Bring it into a... Oh! And back. Aquamaniac is there to block it. Gets a shot towards net, bounces it off backboard. Murky Trout tries to take it up the wall a little bit. Skull following close
This
behind
drops, and
to keep
that's it.
up, and it gets by.
Only Cheezin actually somehow survives, and I think keyword is in fact survives. I cannot believe what we witnessed in that last minute there. That is ridiculous.
I don't think anyone could have predicted something being that intense. Almost a reverse sweep from Instinct, especially after just getting decimated game 2. It looked like the momentum was going the other way.
I got nothing, honestly. That, like, absolute insanity on what is going on right now. Just huge GGs to everyone. Unfortunately, we have lost, like, all of our cams on all these players, so I will toss up the winning team, but I will try. Yeah, we're gonna do a player interview. So let us swap over and attempt keyword to talk to Aquamaniac, because he is the last person we have. All right, Aqua. Hopefully you gotta unmute, and hopefully you can hear us, my dude.
Yep, I hear you. You're a little quiet though.
A little quiet. Yeah, that's apparently what I've been told. I gotta ask here. I'll try to turn me up. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But
Yep.
Can you please walk us through, for lack of better words, what the hell we just witnessed? Because that was insanity.
I think it was more massacre than anything else. After the situation, I think we all were just thrown off and we didn't know what was happening. So we had to get our morale back and then finally take it back home.
I like it. I like it. Mushroom Man came and went. So there he goes. We had him for about 2 seconds. I am curious, how is it playing at the game room for you?
You mean in the layer here?
Right, yeah, in the layer for you guys.
It's pretty nice. We get our own Wi-Fi down here, so I don't have that issue that the other team was having. But we do have people all around us, so sometimes we get feedback from other teams around us. But yeah, my Rocket League team, we're really chill. I love playing with these guys. They sit 2 chairs down from me, so.
I like it. I like it. And I was gonna say, Mushroom, if you can hear us, you wanna unmute in Ninja, and then we can talk to you.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, good. Hello, you are here. How is it going, my good sir?
It's crazy, man. I'm not used to playing at this high of a level this consistently.
Well, I mean, honestly, you're holding your own. I gotta ask, what is going through your mind with the almost potential reverse sweep? Because I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty nervous for you guys.
Oh yeah, the anxiety was insane for that last game.
Fair enough, fair enough. Blasky, got any questions for these guys? Muted on... gotta ask Ninja. Okay, well, either way, he'll figure something out, maybe. But I honestly, that was just unbelievable to see this guy. I mean, from the casting perspective, it was back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
All right, loud. Muting people because people are loud. Anyways, last question, and then we'll call it a night because this has been absolute madness. But you guys are now positive, sitting 3-2 at the season with probably the weirdest series we've ever had. Is it all just uphill now for the rest of the season?
I would like to say so. Mush, what do you have to say about it?
I think as long as I keep improving, we should have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I think as long as we just keep up our team morale, we can definitely do it because we're improving as we keep playing. We just need to play as a team. That's about it.
I like it. I like it. Well, congratulations, you guys, pulling off one of the weirdest series we've ever had here. But congratulations, you guys have done it. We wish you the best of luck in the future going forward. Hopefully, no more DCs and everything. But hopefully, you guys are back on track now. So congratulations on the win, and enjoy the rest of your guys' night.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Blasky, hopefully I got your back. Hopefully you can hear me and everything. Maybe. potentially, possibly. I'm trying here, folks. But either way, this has been honestly just one of the craziest series. I mean, the back and forth game fight, the fact that we had literally a goal every 10 seconds for a solid minute straight. I was looking at the chat, seeing everyone going back and forth on who would actually going to take their Bison Bucks. Just, I mean, I know everyone's Bison Bucks on the line as I'm looking right now. I'm glad that I'm not going to lose my 15,000. So very, very close. But Blasky, hopefully I got you back now.
I'm not 100% sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Because my ninja was just freaking out.
Doesn't matter. Either way, Ninja's done. But we are back in it. I cannot believe again just the fact that that happened going game 5. The almost reverse sweep. The icing on the cake of actually getting ice for like 20 minutes. And just, we're done. It happened. I really was honestly rooting for Instinct at the end there. Just for the storyline of the reverse sweep actually happening. But not quite going to come to fruition today. But still an unbelievable Div C series. I think he's dead again. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long stream as we have now been live for quite a while. And I don't know about you guys, but I have homework to at midnight. So I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. I appreciate everyone with the subs and the follows. Our goal is to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. Currently sitting at 557. So appreciate anyone who has follows and subs and just all the support tonight. Honestly, it's been phenomenal. We appreciate everyone who is here to see some phenomenal gameplay. Just not what we expected in the first game to be. Rat Pack obviously taking an insane 3-0, which we did not expect at all. And obviously here in our game 5, almost reverse sweep, just absolute madness and chaos through thick and thin. You guys stuck with us and we really, really appreciate it. Blasky is struggling right here. Appreciate the people who have followed suddenly. Blasky's getting in. Do you got any last words? I'm curious. Actually, before you do that, how was your first time actually casting on stream?
And all of the scuffed internet things that happened on my end and happened on the players' ends, it was very enjoyable. Had a good time, and it was a fantastic series to do. Saw some crazy plays, especially that game 5 when we so many goals prior. Games 1 through 4, just see that many goals, that many lead changes in game 5 made it really intense, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So my question, last question for you, and then I'll let you know, do any shoutouts, is what would you say to anyone who's interested in casting but just maybe kind of nervous or not quite wanting to pull the trigger to get on stream?
It's a lot of fun. I don't have like really much a PC to stream on, but streamers who will do it themselves, and then you just kind of commentate on the side. So if that's something that you're worried about, maybe you think your PC can't handle it, like your tray or something, it's totally fine. You could just you could commentate on the side, and someone else will cast it for, or someone else will stream it, and you could cast with someone else, and it's a lot of fun going back and forth, making predictions, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Well, good. Any last shout-outs you want to give before we call it a night here?
I want to shout out Watermelon. I don't even know if he's in the chat. I didn't look. He told me he was going to watch, and if he isn't in here, then he's a fake fan. But yeah, shout out to Alex.
Fair enough. But yeah, thank you honestly for doing this. It's been an absolute blast. Appreciate everyone who has stopped by. That is going to do it for us tonight. Make sure you guys are followed as we're going to be having lots more games throughout the week, as this is week 5 of 7 of our league play. And then we go into playoffs, and then we have a LAN coming up December 3rd and 4th. So make sure you guys are following us to make sure you get updates on that, as it is going to be one of the coolest experiences I think a lot of these guys, you know, in the Rocket League community here in the Dakotas will hopefully be able to be a part of, assuming they make it. Yeah, Greek, there's a LAN, but you know what, Greek, you can, exclamation mark DCRL to find the Discord. We've got merch, we've got our site, we've got our YouTube, our TikTok, our Insta, all that stuff. It's really easy. But either way, appreciate everyone who's tuning in. That is going to do it for us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night, you guys. Get your homework done. Get your exams done, as it is midterm week here for NDSU. Make sure you guys are studying, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.